Good evening, everybody, and welcome to high school playoff baseball action here on Fuller Digital Solutions. This is Greg Slotsky along with Bryce Williams, and glad to have you with us tonight in Lamar's as the Galen Catholic Jays get set to host the Lawton Bronson Eagles in a 1A District 8 second-round game. The Galen Catholic Jays come in with a record of 20-5, Lawton Bronson 8-12. Lawton Bronson coached by Ryan Denny. The Galen Catholic Jays coached by Loy Kraft. We are getting probably what will be a little bit of an early start here. Wanted to bring it on after the national anthem, so as you can see, the Galen Catholic Jays doing their defensive warm-ups. Connor Kraft on the mound. When you take a look at Lawton Bronson and you look at their starting lineup, we'll tell you that the second baseman Braden Williams leads off, and pitching and batting second is Oliver Denny. Batting third is the shortstop J.J. Hope for Lawton Bronson. Batting fourth is Lane Mitchell, the left fielder. Batting fifth is Curtis Palsma in right field. Gavin Cross, the catcher, bats sixth. Batting seventh is Noah Drew. Batting eighth is going to be Tanner Merchant, hitting for Carson Smith. Merchant the DH. Smith is at third base defensively, and batting ninth for Lawton Bronson is Brady March. So that rounds out your Lawton Bronson Eagle lineup. Again, starting things off will be Williams, Denny, and Hope for the Eagles against Connor Kraft of the Galen Catholic Jays. And we are just about ready to get this one underway here, as we can't get much better of a seat here. As you see Braden Williams dig in on that right side of the plate. And he takes a strike. And the count is 0-1. Williams gets a fastball high and outside there. The count 1-1. Defensively for Galen Catholic, you have Ryan Augustine in center. In left field, Dylan Pecos. Gabe Wiltgen in right. As you see a pitch miss just there. The pitcher, obviously, Connor Kraft. Catching, Caden Hanks. At first base, Carter Kellen. David Baynosh is at third. Zane Wieland is at second. And again, Keaton Logan is at shortstop. As you see a line drive foul first base side and out of play, and the count evens out at 2-2. We're in the top of the first. We have just started on a very pleasant day here in general overall. Pleasant July day here in northwest Iowa. And the 2-2 upcoming, and swing and a miss. He struck him out. So Connor Kraft has faced one, struck out one. And up comes Oliver Denny. This is one of those days that you would have loved to have in April, but somehow we went from winter straight to summer. So nice to see us getting some of these back. There's a pitch that's fouled off third base side beyond the dugout. And the count is 0-1. Pleasure to have you with us here on Fuller Digital Solutions in Lamar's. And a beautiful night for baseball. The wind is shifting to right. Sometimes breezy, sometimes not so much. Count evens out at 1-1 to Oliver Denny. The next one is inside. And the count is 2-1. With J.J. Hope on deck, Lane Mitchell to follow. And the pitch, little squibber. That's over the pitcher's head. That's going to be some trouble, and that's going to be an infield hit. They did end up getting him. Wow. That was a play and a half. I was 100% sure, and I'm 100% wrong. It was a great play by the shortstop there, Keaton Logan, but I was thinking it was hit so slowly that no matter how good of a play he made, it would be hard to get the runner at first. But lo and behold, Oliver Denny is out, officially going 6-3. And now 2 outs and nobody on, and up comes J.J. Hope. Keaton Logan, a beautiful play. Very alert. He could not have had that in the glove very long to have made that play and out. There's a swing and a miss. And there's a pitch that goes outside, and the count is 2-1. Connor Kraft, right-handed pitcher. Right-handed hitter is J.J. Hope. And the pitch, swing and a miss at the Heat, 2-2. Mostly clear skies, a few clouds overhead, but just enough to make it the perfect evening. There's a pitch, strike 3 called, inning over. Connor Kraft strikes out 2 in the top of the first, 1 looking and 1 swinging. And after a half an inning, it is Lawton Bronson nothing, Galen Catholic coming up. And we're back in 60 seconds on Fuller Digital Solutions.
When you go home, you'll feel good about what you did, and you know you're doing it for the kids. If they don't have us, they don't have these games.
All the best sports shows, all the best games on 101.5 FM and 1570 AM for your college sports, University of South Dakota. For NHL coverage, Minnesota Wild. For NBA coverage, Minnesota Timberwolves. For MLB coverage, Chicago Cubs. And the best games in both college and the pros with the ESPN Radio featured games. Never miss out on the action.
Well, we head to the bottom of the first. It is Lawton Bronson nothing, Galen Catholic coming up to face pitcher Oliver Denny. Galen Catholic starts things off with Keaton Logan, the shortstop. He'll be followed by Carter Gehlen, the first baseman, and in left field, Dylan Pecos, he bats third. Continuing on with the lineup, Ryan Augustine, the center fielder, bats fourth. Batting fifth is Zane Whelan, the second baseman. Gabe Wilchin is in right field, batting sixth. Connor Kraft is the pitcher, batting seventh. David Baynosh is the third baseman, batting eighth. And batting ninth is the catcher, Caden Hanks. He is actually not batting. He's defensive catcher. And Jake Bogan is the DH, I should say, batting for Galen Catholic at the number 9 spot. So we are ready to roll, and the pitch is high and tight from Oliver Denny, and the count is 1-0 to Keaton Logan, the leadoff man. We have a righty versus righty matchup. A lefty-righty matchup. Oliver Denny, a southpaw out there, which would make Rocky Balboa proud. Southpaw. 1-1. There's a pitch that's high and away, and the count is 2-1. We are scoreless here in Lamar's between Lawton Bronson and Galen Catholic. Logan steps in on that right side of the plate, takes one high and outside, and the count is 3-1. Kind of have to look closely. The uniforms look very, very similar. Both gold shirts. There's a pitch and a high pop-up. Going out the center, or the second baseman going back the right fielder. Difficult catch, but a catch that was made by Curtis Plasma. Was tricky. The second baseman, Braden Williams, was going out. Curtis Plasma came in from right field and then had to backtrack. And so now there's one out to Carter Gehlen. Lefty versus lefty matchup. There's a line drive into center, but right at the center fielder, Noah Drew, who makes the catch. And 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the first, and that brings up Dylan Pecos. Pecos, the left fielder, coming up now with 2 outs and nobody on. Two outs, nobody on. The pitch, swing and a miss. And the count is 0-1. What is it? Probably mid-70s out. Perfect temperature. Pitch, little squibber, second baseman Williams coming in, has a hard time with it, but grabs it, scores the throw to first, and the inning is over. Play going 4-3. Looked like he had a little time with it there, but he got it out of the glove in plenty of time. The inning is over. Neither team has gotten a base runner, and after one, it is Lawton Bronson nothing, Galen Catholic nothing. We're back with more baseball in the Mars after this 60-second timeout on Fuller Digital Solutions.
AgriVision Equipment and ExactEmerge planter technology is here to help you maximize your yield and efficiency, along with a proven 8 bushel per acre yield advantage because of the pinpoint accuracy of seed depth and placement. You can cover 50 acres per hour without compromising your stand. We know the risk of planting outside the optimal planting window, so don't let the weather control your bottom line. When you partner with AgriVision Equipment, you get access to the best service and technology support in the area. And visit any one of our 15 locations today to learn more about our large selection of new and used planters. AgriVision Equipment, focused on your future.
With the Mariners. All right.
What does EverTech mean to you?
It means internet made real easy. No contracts, no hidden fees, and best of all, it means no limits.
Well, they are a lot more than just great internet. They have served rural Northwest Iowa internet customers for more than 30 years.
It means solid internet at a great price. And it's dependable too. With 24/7 tech support, we know we're always covered.
Rural customers deserve great internet too. Get EverTech's No Limits Internet in 20 counties in Northwest Iowa.
Well, Lane Mitchell comes up, the first batter for the Lawton Bronson Eagles here in the top of the second inning. He stands on the right side of the plate, and he swings and misses at the first pitch from Connor Kraft. Connor Kraft has some good stuff. No question about it. Pitch is a strike, and the count is 0-2. Caught the outside corner at the knees. So we're in the second inning, no score. There's one in the dirt. That's a nice stop by Caden Hanks, the Jays catcher. Talking last inning, the uniforms look very much alike. You have to kind of look closely. Lawton Bronson, the gold tops, but with the black numerals and the white trim. Gold top for Galen Catholic, and of course, you're looking at the green sleeves and the green numerals, both with the white pants, and of course, Galen with some of the players with green socks. So, count is now 2-2 to Lane Mitchell. Righty versus righty, and Kraft delivers. Swing and a miss. Wow. Faced 4, struck out 3, 2 of them swinging. The swinging strikeouts are the ones where you know the pitcher has good stuff because someone's trying to get them and can't. And there's one that just misses, I believe, outside, and the count is 1-0 to Curtis Plasma, the right fielder for Lawton Bronson. Another righty-righty matchup, as you can see. There's a swing and a miss. Gavin Cross is on deck. Oh and 2, and we'll make that 1-1. The pitch, strike, 1-2. So one on and nobody out here in the top of the second. The next one, swing and a miss. He struck him out, so 2 strikeouts, both swinging here in the top of the second, and up comes Gavin Cross. If he can prolong the inning, Noah Drew will bat, but Gavin Cross has his work cut out for him to try to get the extended inning on to Noah. There's a pitch fouled off, and Bryce, see, I told you we should have parked further away, but I think it missed us. The count is 0-1. And the pitch fouled back. A good cut that time by Cross, but now it's 0-2. So Connor Kraft is in position to strike out the side here. And we will see what happens. The pitch, there's a little looper, and it's going to drop a base hit in front of Ryan Augustine. So Gavin Cross does extend the inning, and up comes Noah Drew. So Noah Drew comes in. Noah is up there on that left side of the plate to face the righty Connor Kraft. And the pitch, swing and a miss. I mean, that is some stuff right there. That was, if it wasn't low, it was at the knees. It was a perfect place to try to hit it, but you just can't when it's got that much velocity. The count is 0-1. Check of the runner at first slightly, and the 0-1. It's a high pop-up out of play. And the count is 0-2. So Connor Kraft has a shot here at 3 strikeouts this inning, with a single nestled in between. And the 0-2 pitch is just off the plate. And the count is 1-2. Wind blowing, or I should say breeze blowing ever so slightly to right. Picks up a little right when I say that. Pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out. Inning over. 3 strikeouts, all 3 swinging. Connor Kraft would appear to have his A-game working so far after an inning and a half. We head to the bottom of the second. Lawton Bronson nothing, Galen Catholic nothing. We're back in 60 seconds on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Staying healthy means enjoying life's best moments, and the best way to stay healthy is to make your routine appointments. Whether you have new symptoms or it's time for your annual exam, the providers at Floyd Valley Healthcare know and listen to you, so you'll get the care that you need. We help you stay healthy by providing preventative care, finding health concerns early, managing chronic, and connecting you with specialty care close to home. Don't miss a single special moment. Make your appointment today.
Not on down.
Well, Ryan Augustine, the center fielder for Galen Catholic, starts things off against Oliver Denny here of Lawton Bronson. There's a pitch hit hard but foul past the third base bag, and the count is 0-1. We're in the bottom of the second, scoreless between Lawton Bronson and Galen Catholic. There's a pop-up foul, first base side, out of play, and the count is 0-2. Oliver Denny doing a nice job, as is Connor Kraft. In the early stage of this one, we have a pitcher's duel brewing. There's a pitch high and back to the screen, and the count 1-2. And here comes the 1-2, is a little bit off the plate, and the count 2-2. Two and two, nobody out, nobody on. Bottom of the second, little squibber. That's past the pitcher. Tough play, Hope. He's got a shot. Nope, it's going to be safe at first, and runner is going to hold right there. That's a base hit all the way. It was a low throw, and Brady March couldn't quite dig it out, but he would have beat that out no matter what. That was a squibber hit absolutely perfectly, as far as if you're looking to get a hit. So we'll call that an infield single. And Lawton Bronson now has to contend with a leadoff single by Ryan Augustine. And Zane Whelan makes his way to the plate, the second baseman for the Jays. They're going to fake a throw back to second, but to no avail. Yeah, Ryan Augustine. You know, I think you do have to give an error, not because there's a pitch high and tight. It was a great effort. He would have beat the play out at first, but since there was an advance on the base paths, you do actually have to give an E6. I hate to say it because that was a great effort there by that infielder, J.J. Hope. There's a pitch that's a strike. We're in the bottom of the second, scoreless. Another fake throw to second. And the runner, Ryan Augustine, is back. Wind picks up a little bit, going to right still. There's a pitch that's a strike, outside corner at the belt. And the count 1-2. It's a big pitch for Oliver Denny with nobody out and a runner at second. A strikeout without a runner advancing would be huge. Pitch is way outside. Nice stop, Gavin Cross, the Lawton Bronson Eagle catcher. So 2-2. Now they're going to throw to second, the runner back. The strategy of throwing to second is to keep the runner tied to the base so that he can't get a good jump on a base hit and try to score on a single from second. There's a pitch he had him reaching on and a foul, third base side out of play. Count remains 2-2. Man, like I said, this is a bonus. Perfect April or May night right here in early July. Northwest Iowa, gotta love it. The 2-2, ground ball right back to the mound. They look the runner back, and the runner actually, oh my, safe at first. They tried to look the runner back to second, but he went to third anyway. Then they threw to first, and the runner was safe anyway. So I guess you call that a single. Now it's first and third, Galen Catholic with nobody out. Bottom of the second, and up comes Gabe Wilchin, the right fielder. There's a pitch that's upstairs. And the count is 1-0. Connor Kraft on deck. First and third, nobody out. Bottom of the second, throw to first, the runner back. So Wilchin is in there. The pitch, it's a ground ball right to the first baseman. Great stop, Brady March. He gets the out at first. The runner does score. Ryan Augustine comes in to score. Going to second, I should say, is Zane Wieland. And Wilchin does ground out 3 unassisted. And up comes Connor Kraft. So now there's 1 out, a runner at second, and Connor Kraft. Swing and a miss. That was a nice curveball changeup combo. And the count is 0-1 with David Baynosh on deck. Pitch just did get a piece of it. Foul tipped it back to the screen. And the count is 0-2. Oliver Denny in search of a strikeout right here. It's 1-0 in favor of Galen Catholic here in the bottom of the second. And the pitch is inside. And the count is 1-2. Connor Kraft up, as you can see, on that right side of the plate. The southpaw Oliver Denny delivers. High fly ball, center field. Noah Drew to his left. Battles the wind a little, makes the catch. Runner going to try to tag, and he will, and he'll make it to third safely. So Connor Kraft flies out to center. Zane Wieland goes to third. Now there's 2 outs. Two outs here in the bottom of the second, and David Baynosh is up his first time, the number 8 hitter for the Galen Catholic Jays. On the right side of the plate, Base hit will bring home the runner, Zane Whelan, from third. A wild pitch or pass ball will as well. Again, 1-0 Galen Catholic, as you see on the screen. There's a ground ball to the shortstop. Nice play, Hope. Throw to first. And in time. Play going 6-3. J.J. Hope has shown us some things from that shortstop position. And after 2, Galen Catholic picks up a run here. They lead the Lawton Bronson Eagles 1-0. You are watching high school playoff action from Lamar's on Fuller Digital Solutions, and we're back in 60 seconds.
It's easier than ever to find the live stream for your team now on FullerDigital.net. Home and away, if we're covering your team's videos are on FullerDigital.net. Just click on your school and you'll find the game. Thank you for watching our events, and remember, the games are on FullerDigital.net.
Since the 1980s, Colbeck Incorporated has been a family-run business providing their customers with quality wood and feed grinding services throughout Northwest Iowa. Colbeck Incorporated knows that your time is valuable, and they pride themselves on getting the job done in a prompt and reliable fashion. Local cattle feeders have been relying on Colbeck Incorporated hay grinding for 30 years, and Brian and Kevin are proud of their partnerships they've built with their customers. Whether it's grinding, mulch, or hauling, call Colbeck Incorporated today and see what they can do for you.
Well, we're getting ready for the top of the third here. Lawton Bronson will send up the 8, 9, and 1 hitters to face Connor Kraft of the Galen Catholic Jays. It is a 1-0 lead for Galen Catholic. Tanner Merchant again, the DH, up on that right side of the plate. Pitch down low, and the count is 1-0. Man, Connor Kraft has some great stuff. He gave up a hit last inning, but he struck out the other 3 hitters, all swinging. Pitch at the knees, a strike, and the count is 1-1. Again, the battery is Connor Kraft and Caden Hanks, the catcher for the Jays of Galen Catholic. There's a pitch upstairs. Two balls, 1 strike. The pitch, fastball, and it's a strike. And the count is 2-2. Bryce Williams doing a great job here. Our on-site engineer, as we'll call him. Connor Kraft gets another strikeout swinging.
Number 4, first baseman, Brady March.
Brady March will come on up. The number 9 hitter. Well, he's faced 8, has Connor Kraft, and he's struck out 6, 5 of which have been swinging. Count is 0-1 after the bunt attempt. Brady March. Again, righty-righty matchup, as you can see. There's a pitch that curves on in there for a strike. The count is 0-2. And the pitch, fastball outside. Count 1-2, and kudos there to Brady March in his eye, because, wow. That was close. The 1-2, swing and a foul. Count remains 1-2 with 1 out here in the top of the third. Coming your way on a beautiful night here in Lamar's. This is Greg Slotsky along with Bryce Williams. There's a ground ball to Keaton Logan, who can't handle it. So Brady March is aboard. And Braden Williams will start things off for the second time. Not start things off, but as the leadoff man, he will come up, start the lineup off for the second time. 1 on with 1 out after that error. Braden Williams struck out swinging his other time up tonight, back in the first. And the pitch is a strike. Caught the outside corner, the count 0-1. Throw to first, as you can see, and the runner is back. We have us a good ball game brewing here. 1-0, Galen Catholic, top of the third. Lawton Bronson looking to tie here. There's a pitch upstairs, the count 1-1. And the 1-1 is a strike inside corner. Looked like Braden Williams was almost trying to get out of the way there, and it did nick the inside corner. So count is 1-2. Throw to first and the runner back. One and two, one out. The pitch, swing and a miss at the high heat. Another strikeout, and up comes Oliver Denny. He grounded out to the shortstop his first time up. So 0-2, 2 outs. Or 0-1, I should say. And there's a strike. Count is 0-2. And the count is 1-2. Pitch upstairs. If Denny can keep the inning going, J.J. Hope will have a shot here. 1-2, 2 outs. The pitch, swing and a miss. The inning is over. Oliver Denny strikes out swinging. And we will head to the bottom of the third. It is Galen Catholic 1, Lawton Bronson 0. You are watching high school baseball playoff action on Fuller Digital Solutions.
When it's time to choose a bank, the choice is easy. Prime Bank is the bank for you.
With all the conveniences you want in a bank, including a mobile app and online account opening, Prime Bank also offers you-pick checking with no monthly fees or minimum balances. And the best part is, you get paid for everyday banking transactions. That's right, Prime Bank's you-pick checking. We pay you for your everyday checking account transactions.
Choose Prime Bank. It's the bank for you. Earn more your way with Prime Bank.
Member FDIC.
Sitzman Construction, Lamar's, general contractors you can trust with the job you need done, when you need it done. Call Jeremy at Sitzman Construction when you need a remodel or a complete build. And they work with EPS buildings. Jeremy takes the time to know what you need. Past clients say he's reliable, honest, fair-minded, and reasonably priced. Contact Jeremy at Sitzman Construction. Jeremy and his crew will satisfy all of your construction needs. 712-540-2731.
Well, we head to the bottom of the third. It is a 1-0 lead for the Galen Catholic Jays. Oliver Denny will go back to work. And he will face Jake Bogan, who you just saw try to drag a bunt and miss. He'll face Keaton Logan, and he'll face Carter Kellen of the Galen Catholic Jays. And if anyone gets on, Dylan Pecos. The pitch is a little squibber. J.J. Hope grabs it, throws. Man, he's got an arm there, J.J. Hope. And up comes Keaton Logan.
All right, Keaton Logan, let's go, kid.
So the pitch is a strike. Oliver Denny just got the ball in play that time, let his shortstop J.J. Hope get an out for him. There's a pitch that curls in there for a strike. The count is 0-2, and let's see if Oliver Denny is getting into a groove like he appears to be. And the 0-2 pitch is in the dirt. That's a great stop by Gavin Cross, the Lawton Bronson catcher. Thanks to Ben George as well, our Fuller Digital Solutions headquarters engineer. Making sure everything runs smoothly from headquarters as well as on site, Bryce Williams. Count is 1-2. Logan has flown out to right, his only other time up. So 1-2, here's the pitch. Little line drive into the center field. That's a base hit and a solid hit for Keaton Logan. Now up comes Carter Kellen.
Order number 4, first baseman Carter Kellen.
So Carter Kellen will be followed by Dylan Pecos. And it's the bottom of the third with a runner at first base and one out. Throw to first, and the runner is back. Logan back easily, as you can see. And the pitch is a high and tight curveball that didn't look like it curved. The pitch is a ground ball. Second baseman having trouble. So now runners at first and second. Count is 0-1. So now there's runners at first and second with one out. The pitch is upstairs. Count is 1-1. Fake throw to second base. Runners are heading back. They're trying to keep the jump from being so great from second base that you get a score on a single. And Dylan Pecos up there on the left side of the plate with the count 1-1. Now that throw to second base. Again, trying to keep the runner close. And the pitch is outside. The count is 2-1. Wind is picked up, breeze picked up, whatever you want to call it, blowing to right. If Pecos could pull a ball, the wind would help it if it could get in the air. There's a swing and a miss. The count is 2-2. Oliver Denny in search of a strikeout here to try to kill some of this Galen Catholic momentum. It's 1st and 2nd for the Jays. It's only a 1-0 game, and there's a swing and a miss. He might have foul tipped it. It went in the glove of Gavin Cross. And this is a big, big hitter. Ryan Augustine, a big, big hitter in this game because it's 1-0. Yes, it's early, but it's still only 1-0, and Lawton Bronson doesn't want it to get any worse at this point, so runners at 1st and 2nd and 2 out. Big battle between Oliver Denny and Ryan Augustine. And he hits it a ways fouled. Left field side, and the count is 0-1. We are in the bottom of the 3rd here in Lamar's. Dare I say there's almost a borderline chill in the air. You wouldn't get looked at funny if you wore a sweatshirt tonight, I'll say that much. Fake throw to second, everyone back. And the pitch, swing and a miss. The count 0-2. Again, a big hitter for Oliver Denny to face here with runners at 1st and 2nd. An error in the mix. Swing and a miss. He missed the ball, though, and they're going to be loaded. Base is going to be loaded. Rounding 3rd was Keaton Logan, but he held on.
Up for the Jays, number 17, second baseman, Dane Wheeler. Hey, let's use it, Dane. Come on, let's use it.
You know it's your night when you strike out and make it to first because the catcher misses it. So you know that this is a time where if you're Galen Catholic, you want to take full advantage. This becomes an ever more important hitter for Oliver Denny to try to get. Her ball, little squibber to second base. Braden Williams flips to second. They did get him. Inning over. A fielder's choice. And I'll tell you what, for as much noise as Galen Catholic made that inning and to come away with nothing, big time Lawton Bronson moral victory that inning. We have played 3 here in Lamar's, 3 complete. Galen Catholic 1, Lawton Bronson nothing. And we're back to Lamar's in 60 on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Reliance means being dependable. And when it comes to comfort in your home, you want Reliance from a place you can trust with a product you can count on. That's why Marcus Lumber stocks Reliance brand water heaters. Because with Reliance in the name, it's the brand you can trust. Marcus Lumber has been stocking and installing Reliance water heaters for decades. So choose the name you trust for your home. Choose Marcus Lumber and Reliance water heaters.
Second out. Try it. I think you really like it. I tried it, and so here I am 17 years later. I love it.
Well, here we go. Top of the 4th. Lawton Bronson sends up J.J. Hope, Lane Mitchell, and Curtis Plasma, I believe. Beg your pardon, Plasma coming up 3rd. Swing and a miss, and the count is 0-1. Connor Kraft is throwing the heat. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. I mean, this guy is throwing the heat. Righty versus righty, as you can see on your screen. 3 pitches, 3 swings and misses. He struck out the side last inning, only giving up a base runner by way of an error. He struck out 3 in the 2nd inning. There was a hit in between, and then he struck out 2 in the 1st. So Connor Kraft is on fire. Count 0-1. Now a swing and a miss, 0-2. Lane Mitchell, who struck out swinging his first time up, but down in the count here, 0-2. Swing, little squibber, foul, and the count is 1-2. So 0-2 with one out. And there's a pitch that's popped up, foul, out of play, first base side. Hits the top of the pavilion over there. Count remains 0-2. Curve, ground ball, great play, third baseman Baynosh. Throw across, wow. Play going, 5-3. David Baynosh got a ball that was hit hard and scalded by Lane Mitchell, but Baynosh would have none of it getting past him. And now with two outs, it is Curtis Plasma in a righty versus righty matchup. Swing and a miss. Man, Connor Kraft is throwing the heat. And the pitch, swing and a miss at the high heat. The count is 0-2. So 0-2, two outs. Top of the fourth, that's right through there, inning over. And a rare strikeout looking. Normally they swing and miss at Connor Kraft stuff. That time he fooled the hitter, and the inning is over. We head to the bottom of the fourth. It is Galen Catholic 1, Lawton Bronson nothing. We're back to Lamar's in 60 on Fuller Digital Solutions.
All the best sports shows, all the best games on 101.5 FM and 1570 AM for your college sports, University of South Dakota. For NHL coverage, Minnesota Wild. For NBA coverage, Minnesota Timberwolves. For MLB coverage, Chicago Cubs. And the best games in both college and the pros with the ESPN Radio featured games. Never miss out on the action.
AgriVision Equipment has you covered with a wide selection of John Deere tractors in the area. Our experts can help match you with the right equipment at the right price. Utilize one of our convenient pre-built packages or build and customize your own with our JD Buy online site. Need financing? No problem. Apply online in 5 minutes or less. Our team is ready to find the package for you. Don't settle for less. Shop in-store or online at agrivisionequipment.com.
Well, we getting ready here for the bottom of the fourth. The Galen Catholic Jays up 1-0. They've knocked on the door the last couple of innings, but guess what? Lawton Bronson has answered the call. Wouldn't let him in. It remains 1-0. Lawton Bronson's pitcher Oliver Denny back up there, and he has some work cut out for him to keep this thing 1-0 because he's facing Gabe Wilchin, Connor Kraft, and David Baynosh. If anyone gets on, Jake Bogan. Wilchin grounded out to first his only other time up, and he takes a strike, evening the count at 1-1. The 1-1 pitch, and he serves it into left field. That's going to be over the head of Lane Mitchell. That's going to be some extra bases. Rounding first into second, Wilchin with a double to lead things off here in the bottom of the fourth.
Up in the Jays, number 14 pitcher, Connor Kraft.
So now a runner at second with nobody out. And there's a strike taken by Connor Kraft. There's a pitch. Fouled back. There's another pitch, squibbed foul, first base side. Count is 0-2. Wind is still blowing out toward right, but most importantly, it's not blowing where we're at, which is great. There's a high pop-up. Is it going to stay in play? No, it hits the light pole, I believe. Count remains 0-2 to Connor Kraft. So 0-2. That's the 52nd pitch thrown by Oliver Denny, as it is up on the scoreboard there. There's a pitch, and it's a ground ball to the shortstop. Up with it, Hope. Across, he gets him. The runner moves to third. So Kraft is retired. Wilchin heads to third. David Baynosh comes up. He grounded out to the shortstop, Hope. His only other time up tonight, back in the second. So this is a play here where Oliver Denny needs a strikeout, or I should say a situation here, because a ground ball probably will get the runner home. He's going to steal home, and he's going to make it safely. The pitch was over the head of the catcher cross and back to the screen. I guess you call that a steal of home. I mean, he was going on the pitch. Maybe it was going to be a hit and run, but the ball was so far over the catcher's head that he couldn't swing at it. The hitter couldn't swing, so now Baynosh is in there with nobody on and one out. Again, 2-0 in favor of Galen Catholic here in the bottom of the fourth. Pitch, going to curl in there for a strike, and the count is 2-1. Two and one with one out. And the pitch, he serves this one into left center. That's going to be a base hit. Over goes Noah Drew to bring it on in, and it's another base runner. It's Tom Baynosh at first base. And Jake Bogan, who grounded out to the shortstop Hope his last time up last inning, is up there. So it's been base runners the last 3 innings. Base runners aplenty for the Galen Catholic Jays. And there's a line drive into right. Another base hit, and the runner goes to second, and Baynosh holds there. So Baynosh is at second. Bogan is at first on back-to-back singles. And up comes Keaton Logan.
Let's go, Keaton. Be patient here, kid. Come on. Get your pitch and drive it.
So Keaton Logan is up there on the right side of the plate against the southpaw lefty, and there's a strike by Oliver Denny, but it's still only 2-0 Galen Catholic. It seems like it could or maybe should be a lot worse with all of the base runners that the Jays have had, but Lawton Bronson needs to put the plug in here before the floodgates open at some point, and that is resting in the arms of Oliver Denny, the pitcher, who has just thrown his 59th pitch here in the bottom of the fourth. There's one. Low and inside, and Gavin Cross, another good stop. And the count is 2-1 to Keaton Logan, the leadoff man for the Galen Catholic Jays. Logan has singled and flown to right. His 2 times up. He's 1 for 2. There's a pitch upstairs, and the count is 3-1. So the runner at first is Bogan. Runner at second is Baynosh. Curve inside. Ball 4. So here we go again. Base runners everywhere. Baynosh gets pushed to third base. Going to second is Bogan. And at first is Logan. Bainosh, Bogan, Logan is your base runners. On the walk. And out comes Coach. Coach Ryan Denny makes it to the mound, and not sure, it doesn't look like they're changing pitchers as of yet, but Oliver Denny is having a meeting with his head man. Probably just trying to calm him out as the home plate umpire heads on out to break up the meeting, and yes, Oliver Denny will be in there. So this is Carter Gehlen, and he could have the potential to have the biggest hit of the game if he can drive in some runs here. It's 2-0 Galen Catholic. We're in the bottom of the fourth. Curve, it stays high and tight, and the count is 1-0. Curveball, high pop-up. Could this be trouble? Left fielder coming in, and it's going to drop. You figured it would be. They're going to throw to third and get a force. But they ended up making the tag, but there was nowhere for him to go, so it was a force out. So actually, the run does score. I believe the run scored from third. It did. So that would make it 3-0. But the runner Bogan was thrown out at third. I don't believe that's a hit then. That might actually be a fielder's choice, oddly enough. Got to brush up. The old guy's got to brush up on the old calls, but I think it is because there was an out on the play. So, yeah, even though it was to the outfield, yeah, thank you. There's a ground ball, hit hard to the first baseman who makes the play. Inning over. Nice job, Brady March. So, Pecos grounds out 3 unassisted, and the inning is over. But Galen Catholic comes away with another one, and we've now played 4. It is Galen Catholic 3, Lawton Bronson nothing. And we are back to Lamar's in 60 on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Rural customers deserve great internet too. You deserve EverTech's No Limits Internet and the quality local services that comes with it. We've dedicated 32 years to bring customers like you reliable and unlimited internet, up to 50 megabits across 22 counties. It's internet you can count on. Call or email our Everly office to get started. You and your family need internet with unlimited use, no contracts, and no overages. You need EverTech. Visit evertech.net to learn more. EverTech, internet where you live.
Or wait. I did this wrong. Hold on here.
Floyd Valley Healthcare, we want you to travel somewhere fun, not to a doctor's appointment. Specialists, specialty clinics, and outpatient services bring advanced skills and training and make diagnostics and treatment capabilities more accessible, keeping care convenient and close to home. Working in step with your healthcare team, specialists communicate and collaborate to provide you and your family the care that you need. To learn more about specialty services, talk with your provider or visit floydvalley.org.
All right, some defensive changes. Galen Catholic has Alex Peters now pitching, with his Jays having a 3-0 lead. Keaton Logan moves from shortstop to second base. Connor Kraft comes in the game at shortstop. Looks like Zane Whelan's night is over. So Zane did a nice job at second base for the Galen Catholic Jays. And we're in the top of the fifth already. It is 3-0 in favor of Galen Catholic, and Gavin Cross comes up. Cross has singled his only other time up. Now we'll face another righty, and a strike is thrown by Alex Peters, who doesn't look like there's much of a drop-off with the stuff at all. The count is 0-1 in this righty-righty matchup. There's a pitch high and outside, and the count is 1-1. Breeze blowing to right still. And the pitch is down low, a fastball. Count is 2-1. So it's Gavin Cross, Noah Drew, and Tanner Merchant. If anyone gets on, Brady March. There's a looper into left. There's a base hit, so that answers the question. If anyone gets on, it's a base hit. And Noah Drew comes up. He struck out swinging his only other time up tonight back in the second inning. So it again is 3-0. Galen Catholic leading. We are in the fifth already. Time flies when you have a pitcher's duel. And when you're watching good, crisp baseball. There's a pitch outside. The count is 1-0. Against the lefty Noah Drew. The pitch is upstairs, outside, 2-0. Again, high school playoff baseball action. Class 1A, District 8, second round. Fastball fouled back. Right near us here, and count is 2-1. Alex Peters again, doesn't look like there's a whole lot of drop-off on his stuff compared to Connor Kraft, if any. Fastball in the dirt. Good stop by Caden Hanks. Runner stays at first base. And, pinch running? Okay, great, thank you. Cole Wagner pinch running. Thank you very much. And ball 4. So now, Cole Wagner, the pinch runner, goes to second base. Noah Drew walks, and up comes Tanner Merchant. So the tying run is at the plate now all of a sudden here. And with nobody out, again, it is 3-0 Galen Catholic. And there's a sacrifice bunt. First baseman throws to the second baseman covering. The runners move up.
First baseman number 4, Brady March.
So that puts Wagner at third base, Noah Drew at second. And Lawton Bronson here with a base hit can get this thing to within 1. Potentially, depending on what kind of base hit and how hard it's hit in the outfield. There's a pitch that misses ball 1, and Brady March reached on an error his only other time up tonight. There's a pitch, swing and a miss at the high heat. And the count is 1-1. And the next one, swing and a miss. Wow, what a rip. Taken by Brady March, as you see on the screen, but wow, he couldn't quite catch it. Curve that stays inside. That was a close one. I think a good call, though, by the umpire, and the count is 2-2. Righty-righty matchup. The pitch. There's one into right center, and all of a sudden, we are going to have a one-run game on the single by Brady March. Lawton Bronson faithful, enjoying themselves. So all of a sudden, it's a 3-2 ball game, and it looks like we may have a pitching change. I know Coach is coming out to the mound, as you can see on your screen. Lloyd Kraft coming out. And we'll see if it's just a meeting or if there's going to be a pitching change. Doesn't look like a pitching change. So just a meeting with Coach and Alex Peters in the infield. And now complexion of this game has changed dramatically. It's a 3-2 lead for Galen. The runner at first is Brady March. It's the top of the order in Braden Williams, who has struck out swinging his first 2 times up, but it was against Connor Kraft. And now it's a ball hit well to left. Left fielder going back. That's going to get over the head of Pecos. Runners around third. They're going to maybe try to send him. No, they're going to hold him on a double. And that's a great call with only 1 out. You leave the runner at third. If there's any chance of him being thrown out, because with 1 out, now you have a runner at second as well, with no chance of a double play, of a traditional double play at least. And I mean, Braden Williams absolutely tattooed it. And it looks like we are going to have a pitching change now. So, we will be back to tell you about the new pitcher after this. It is Lawton Bronson base runners everywhere, and Galen Catholic clinging to a 3-2 lead. We'll be back in 60 on Fuller Digital Solutions.
It's easier than ever to find the live stream for your team now on FullerDigital.net. Home and away, if we're covering your team's videos are on FullerDigital.net. Just click on your school and you'll find the game. Thank you for watching our events, and remember, the games are on FullerDigital.net.
Since the 1980s, Colbeck Incorporated has been a family-run business providing their customers with quality wood and feed grinding services throughout Northwest Iowa. Colbeck Incorporated knows that your time is valuable, and they pride themselves on getting the job done in a prompt and reliable fashion. Local cattle feeders have been relying on Colbeck Incorporated hay grinding for 30 years, and Brian and Kevin are proud of their partnerships they've built with their customers. Whether it's grinding, mulch, or hauling, call Colbeck Incorporated today and see what they can do for you.
Who's going to third? Short.
Third base would be Kraft.
When it's time to choose a
Logan's going to shortstop. And Whelan's going to second.
So Zane Whelan is back in the game. I will give anyone $1 who can read this scorecard at the end of it. I promise you that. New pitcher is David Bainosh. Connor Kraft moves from shortstop to third base. Keaton Logan is at shortstop. Zane Whelan at second for Galen Catholic. And the count is 1-1 with 1 out. And this is quite interesting because it's a high pop-up foul third base side, because Lawton Bronson here has runners at second and third with 1 out, could actually take the lead with a base hit potentially. David Bainosh, a right-handed pitcher, as you can see, against the southpaw Denny. Denny gets one to left. Does he get a lot of it? Does he get all of it? It is all the way back to the wall. 1 run scores, 2 runs scores. Denny tattoos it, and he's got a double. So Williams scores, March scores, and all of a sudden Lawton Bronson leads this bad boy 4-3. Where in the world did this come from? Oliver Denny just flat out tattooed that one. And it looks like we may have a courtesy runner here. Looks like Robbie Bellhopper, it says. Based on the public address announcer, Bellhopper is at second. 1-2, 1 out. Pitch upstairs. And the count is now 2-2. Lawton Bronson, talk about showing some character. They were down 3-0. Base runners almost everywhere you looked. There's a pitch that's a strike. To J.J. Hope, who has struck out swinging, struck out looking tonight. Here we are in the 5th. There's one high and tight. And the count is full at 3-2 to J.J. Hope with Lane Mitchell on deck. There's one inside. Oh, the scoreboard says 3-2, but okay, it's 3-1, but now it's 3-1. Okay. 3-1 the count. Hope up there in that righty-righty matchup. And the pitch is a high pop-up. First base side out of play. Count now full at 3-2 to J.J. Hope. So the count is full, 1 out. The runner at second base, Bellhopper. Oh my gosh, the pitch is a foul ball, first base side.
Hey, one more time, you're gone. Sportsmanship, fellas.
3-2, 1 out. And the pitch, fastball. Base hit left field. They're going to hold the runner at third. Actually, maybe a close play there, but they did get the runner to third base on the base hit. So Bellhopper goes to third. And the Lawton Bronson bats have just woken up. Something fierce. Waking up, something fierce, whatever the word is. They're awake. It remains 4-3. Now runners at first and third, still only 1 out. As a throw to first and the runner back. Galen Catholic on its third pitcher, David Baynosh. And the pitch, there goes the runner, and there's a ball tattooed right center field. That's going to roll to the wall. 1 run is in, 2 runs are in. There's another double. It is 6-3, Lawton Bronson. Bellhopper scores, Hope scores. Mitchell the double. Ozma is up, and he is the 9th hitter to bat in this inning. And now if you're Galen, you look at all those times you had runners on in the early innings. It's a 6-3 game. Lawton Bronson, there's a pitch that goes down low, and the count is 1-0. Fastball, fly ball, right field. Right fielder is there, making the play, Gabe Wilchin. So now up comes Gavin Cross, the catcher, and he is the 10th batter to bat here in the 5th inning. Righty versus righty. That's down low, and the count is 1-0. Cross tonight has singled and scored, and singled another time. He's 2 for 2 with 2 singles and a run scored officially. There's one served into left. Left fielder is there. Makes the play. Dylan Pecos. The inning is over. So, We have now played 4.5. The tides have turned, and it is Galen Catholic having to play catch-up. Lawton Bronson 6, the Galen Catholic Jays 3. We're back for the bottom of the 5th in 60 right here on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Sitzman Construction, Lamar's, general contractors you can trust with the job you need done, when you need it done. Call Jeremy at Sitzman Construction when you need a remodel or a complete build. And they work with EPS buildings. Jeremy takes the time to know what you need. Past clients say he's reliable, honest, fair-minded, and reasonably priced. Contact Jeremy at Sitzman Construction. Jeremy and his crew will satisfy all of your construction needs. 712-540-2731.
Reliance means being dependable. And when it comes to comfort in your home, you want Reliance from a place you can trust with a product you can count on. That's why Marcus Lumber stocks Reliance brand water heaters. Because with Reliance in the name, it's the brand you can trust. Marcus Lumber has been stocking and installing Reliance water heaters for decades. So choose the name you trust for your home. Choose Marcus Lumber and Reliance water heaters.
Well, Galen Catholic has some work to do. Lawton Bronson has doubled him up on the scoreboard. Oliver Denny back to the mound for the Eagles. And Ryan Augustine will kick things off here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Zane Whelan will follow, and then Gabe Wilchin. If anyone gets on, Connor Kraft. Righty versus righty here, Denny versus Augustine. Curve, and there's one to center. Center fielder is over. Noah Drew dropped the ball. Well, that's a way to get back into a ball game. So Augustine is aboard. And Zane Whelan makes his way to the plate. He has singled and hit into a fielder's choice to end the inning back in the 3rd. Now his team's in catch-up mode, and he's in search of a hit. Throw to first, the runner back. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Kind of getting to be crunch time here. Curve fouled right back toward us. Had a decent swing, did Zane Whelan. Again, Wilchin on deck. He'll be followed by Kraft. So 5, 6, and 7 hitters in store to face Oliver Denny. Throw to first, the runner back. Righty-lefty matchup. Or make that a lefty-lefty, obviously, to count 1-1. Well, now there's no clouds in the sky. What a beautiful night. No wind either out there. I can still feel the slight breeze here, but the flag not moving much at all, if any. Curve, outside corner. And the count is 1-2. Throw to first and the runner back. Six to 3, as you see on the scoreboard. Lawton Bronson with this lead. Will it last? There's a ball that is served into left field. A seeing eye single, as they called it back in the old school days. Now Lawton Bronson needing to find some ways to stop the Galen bats. Whelan serves that soft single into left, and he found the right place to put it. Now Gabe Wilchin up against Denny.
Cole McCarty.
And it looks like Cole McCarty is running at first base for Wheeland. Thank you. So Cole McCarty is running at first base for Wheeland. And Gabe Wilchin is up there when we resume action. Well, so now McCarty. Well, now it's Zane Whelan back out there. This is interesting.
Peters came in.
Oh.
And took his spot.
Gotcha. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, it's talking with the scorer here. It's tricky. So Whelan is actually back out there at first. There's a pitch that misses. Count again remains 1-0. Pace of this game has kind of slowed here the last couple of minutes. Wilchin up there on that right side of the plate. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Oliver Denny has done a nice job. He's gone the distance so far for Lawton Bronson. Again, it remains 6-3. Runners at first and second for Galen Catholic here in the bottom of the fifth. Inside and low. Good stop that time by the catcher, Gavin Cross. The count is 2-1. Check of the runner at second, the pitch, and there's a fly ball to left field and deep. Left fielder going back. He's going to make the catch, Lane Mitchell. The runners retreat backward. So that just ended up being one long out. The runners go back to first and second. But Gabe Wilchin did give it a ride. And up comes Connor Kraft. He flew out to center and his first time up and grounded out to short last inning in the fourth. One noisy out so far is all this inning here in the bottom of the fifth. Then up comes Connor Kraft. Still runners at first and second. Galen Catholic down 3, fake to second, which does very little, but I guess got the runner back to second, which was the purpose. There's a foul ball back and out of the screen, out of play at the screen. .78 pitches thrown by Oliver Denny of the Lawton Bronson Eagles. Curve, fly ball, left center field. This one's got gap written all over it. Looks like it's going to be a 6-5 ball game. No, they're going to hold the runner at third with only the one out, but it's 6-4, and the tying runs are in scoring position. So Augustine scores. Whelan gets to third. The double by Kraft. And it is a 6-4 ball game. We have ourselves a good one, a great one brewing here in Lamar's. David Baynosh. He singled and scored his last time up. Grounded out to the short. He's 1 for 2 officially. Grounded out to the shortstop back in the second. So it's a 6-4 game, but one out, 2 runners in scoring position. A base hit could very well tie it. Curve, and there's a ball that's going to fall in front of the left fielder, Mitchell. One run is in. We have a play at the plate, and it's an out. Now the runner's going to go to second. The throw, and he is safe at second. But the runner trying to tie it got thrown out at the plate. Wow. So it's a 6-5 ball game. What exactly is happening here? I think the equipment, he hurt his hand. Okay, so heading in to run at second. Is Brandon Gengler. And he's running for, that's right, he's running for, Gengler is running for Baynosh, who had that massive hit. So, Gengler is running at second. He is there with 2 outs and the tying runner. In his back pocket, the tying run. And up comes Jake Bogan, the number 9 hitter. And a lefty, and that one hits him. So Bogan is on by way of hit by pitch. So that means Gengler is at second as the courtesy runner. And up comes Keaton Logan. And now a meeting at the mound. So it's 6-5. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Galen with the tying run at second base, but now 2 outs. Go-ahead run at first base. That is Bogan after having been hit by the pitch. And it looks like he's still out there. They're going to keep going with Oliver Denny. So, coming up now, Keaton Logan. And these are some big pitches upcoming. And there's a little squibber foul, third base side. The count is 0-1. The question of the day in the plot of this game is, can Oliver Denny preserve the lead here through 5? Tying run is at second. The go-ahead run at first with 2 outs. So it's Logan versus Denny, biggest hitter of the game. And there goes the run. Runners, I should say, to third and second respectively. So on the wild pitch, Bogan goes to second. Gengler, who's a courtesy runner, goes to third. So now it's Keaton Logan up there again with the count 1-1, 2 outs. Now the go-ahead run is in scoring position. A base hit could very well do it with 2 outs. There's a pitch, strike. Caught the inside corner at the belt, and it's 1-2. You almost do think this is the biggest hitter of the game so far for either team. We're getting late in the game. Curve swung on and fouled back to the screen. The count remains 1-2. Here in the bottom of the 5th. Again, tying runner at second base, or the tying run at third base, I beg your pardon. The go-ahead run at second. And the pitch, curve, ground ball, past the third baseman. 1 run is in. Going for the lead, throw to the plate. Galen, the lead. You could just see it brewing. Scoring from third, Gengler. Scoring from second, Bogan. We have a 7-6 Galen lead, and Oliver Denny just one hitter away from getting out of this. And boy, Logan made him pay, tattooing it down the left field line. And now Kellen is up, and he takes ball one. He's hit into a fielder's choice. Lined out to right. Pitch in the dirt. Good stop by Cross. Runner goes to second, though. Galen Catholic up 7-6. The eighth hitter to come to bat this inning. There's a pitch that stays inside. And the count is 3-0. 89 pitches tonight thrown by Oliver Denny. So you wonder how much more his arm can take. And at the same token, he's done a wonderful job. There's a pitch down low, ball four. And now we're going to have a pitching change. No question about it. Pitching change here. Coach heading out. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take a break and tell you about the new pitcher momentarily. 7-6, Galen back on top. We're in the bottom of the fifth, and we're back in 60 on KCHE and Fuller Digital Solutions.
Boy, there's two things we can control every morning when we wake up. All right, those two things don't take any athletic ability. It's attitude and effort. Let's get started here. Let's go. Let's have a day.
All the best sports shows, all the best games on 101.5 FM and 1570 AM for your college sports, University of South Dakota. For NHL coverage, Minnesota Wild. For NBA coverage, Minnesota Timberwolves. For MLB coverage, Chicago Cubs. And the best games in both college and the pros with the ESPN Radio featured games. Never miss out on the action.
To have gone to left.
AgriVision Equipment and ExactEmerge planter technology is here to help you maximize your yield and efficiency, along with a proven 8 bushel per acre yield advantage because of the pinpoint accuracy of seed depth and placement. You can cover 50 acres per hour without compromising your stand. We know the risk of planting outside the optimal planting window, so don't let the weather control your bottom line. When you partner with AgriVision Equipment, you get access to the best service and technology support in the area. And visit any one of our 15 locations today to learn more about our large selection of new and used planters. AgriVision Equipment, focused on your future.
No. Getting the defensive switches here. Bear with us for a moment or two, please, and we will be right with you.
Brady Marsh went from first to right.
Okay.
Pitcher went to first.
Okay, so Oliver Denny went to first. And then Brady March went where? To right. Now the million-dollar question, where did Curtis Plasma go? He must have gone to left. Wow. This is where you earn your paychecks. I guess that would make Curtis Plasma in left. Based on the educated guessing here, Curtis. Cool. Thank you so much. Well then, there will be a pop quiz on this one later, folks. Because, I'll tell you here after the first pitch. This is a good one. If you're scoring at home, good luck. Gavin Cross went from catcher to pitcher. Oliver Denny went from pitcher to first. Curtis Plasma goes right to left. Brady March goes first to right. Look at this. And you'll be asked to repeat that at the top of the 6th. There's a line drive, base hit, right field. Runner heads around third. He's going to see the ball cut off, and he scores. And it's 8-6.
Up to the game, center fielder number 5, Ryan August.
So, now Augustine is up with runners at first and second and an 8-6 lead now. Galen Catholic here in the bottom of the 6th. Lawton Bronson has given the Jays all they can handle, but Galen Catholic's bats here have risen to the occasion. You're still going to have a pop quiz on that defensive change alignment in the 6th. All right, here's the pitch in the dirt. The runner's going to try for third, throw that way, and he's going to be in there. Runner also goes to second, so Gehlen ends up at third, and at second is Pecos. And again, Augustine, who has scored a couple of runs tonight. You know it's your night as well when you strike out and make it to first because the ball goes back to the screen. And an intentional walk has now been issued to Augustine. So now Zane Whelan comes up with the bases loaded, 2 outs. And even though Galen Catholic has that lead, this is an important pitch. Or important matchup, I should say, for Lawton Bronson. They cannot let this thing get much, if any, worse at this point. There's a pitch that's a strike to Zane Wieland. Oh and 1, 2 outs. And the pitch is a little squibber, and it's going to be the shortstop. Fires across. I don't think he's going to get him. No, the ball goes back to the dugout. 1 run is in. And now the runner goes to second. So it is now 9-6. Gehlen scores. Augustine goes to second. Make that, he goes all the way around to third. And then at second on the throwing error goes Wieland. And up comes Gabe Wilchin. Now it's 10-6 in favor of Galen Catholic. The wheels kind of coming off here for the Eagles, who were up in this game by a lot, doubling up. Galen Catholic 6-3 at one point. I'd call that a lot. There's a pitch that's a strike. And the count is 0-2. So 0-2, 2 outs. And the pitch, swing and a foul tip. The runners stay put. So a single here, and you're looking at a potential 12-6 lead for Galen Catholic. Gabe Wilchin, the 12th batter to bat in this inning, in case you were wondering why it seemed like a while. Fastball, line drive, base hit. 1 run is in. With 2 outs, they're going to hold the runner at third. It's 11-6. So Augustine scores. Whelan to third. Wilchin a hit. And Connor Kraft is now up with the 2 outs. And these bats of Galen Catholic have come up screaming here in the bottom of the 5th. No other way to put it. They have just come alive. Curve, and it hits him. So now Connor Kraft. And Gengler is going to hit for Bainosh. Okay. So Gengler he is going to hit for Baynosh. First name Brandon, you said? Brandon Gangler. Gangler, good deal. So Gangler up now. He'll be on the right side of the plate here when we resume. 11-6 is the score. Galen Catholic the lead. As you see on the screen, we're in the bottom of the fifth. 2 outs. And there's a pitch fouled off. First base side out of play. Good. We didn't hear any breaking glass, so the cars were all safe out there. The count is 0-1. Gavin Cross, the second pitcher. Oliver Denny threw right up near 90 pitches, right around that mark tonight. He did a nice job. I think just maybe ran out of gas. There's a pitch down low, and the count is 1-1. So 1-1, 2 outs. And there's a little looper. That's going to be another one. 1 run is in. This ball not hit hard, so 2 runs are going to score. Wow. The floodgates have opened. Gangler on the hit. So, who actually scored on those, if you don't mind me asking?
Whelan and Wilson.
Okay, so Whelan scored. Yeah, Whelan scored and Wilson scored. Got it. Thank you. All right. And then Connor Kraft is now at third base. And the base hit by Gangler. And up comes Jake Bogan. 13-6, 2 outs. Not quite sure where this all came from because it was 6-3. But kudos to Galen. They didn't get rattled. Not even. 2-0, the count. Fastball, line drive, center field. Center fielder's going to play it on a hop. And the run scores. Another run goes to third. Throw to second, and safe. Here we go. So Kraft scores, Gangler to third. And a double. This is getting to the point of something you don't see very often. We are in the 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. This will be the 16th batter this inning here for Galen Catholic.
This inning has lasted the amount that the first 4 did.
Yeah, this has been a while here. Mound meeting there with Coach. So, just a meeting at the mound, and now with the umpire, I don't think there's a pitching change. 5 runs with 2 outs have been scored. Yeah, it seems like a while since we've seen an out. Bryce pointed out that this half inning has lasted as long as probably the first couple, 2.5, 3 innings. Runners at second and third. Ground ball to third. Up with it, Smith across, and the inning is over. They were 1 hit away from 10 running this thing, but the inning is over. And to sum it up, Galen scored a lot. After 5, Galen Catholic 14, Lawton Bronson 6. We're headed to the 6th after this 60-second break on Fuller Digital Solutions.
What does EverTech mean to you?
It means internet made real easy. No contracts, no hidden fees, And you know, best of all, it means no limits.
Well, they are a lot more than just great internet. They have served rural Northwest Iowa internet customers for more than 30 years.
It means solid internet at a great price. And it's dependable too. With 24/7 tech support, we know we're always covered.
Rural customers deserve great internet too. Get EverTech's no limits internet in 20 counties in Northwest Iowa.
Yeah, he hit it to the second or third baseman.
Staying healthy means enjoying life's best moments, and the best way to stay healthy is to make your routine appointments. Whether you have new symptoms or it's time for your annual exam, the providers at Floyd Valley Healthcare know and listen to you, so you'll get the care that you need. We help you stay healthy by providing preventative care, finding health concerns early, managing chronic conditions, and connecting you with specialty care close to home. Don't miss a single special moment. Make your appointment today.
Well, we're having a nice discussion about Abbott and Costello here, and I can promise you they got nothing on what we've seen this last inning and a half with defensive changes. Who's on first? What's on second, I believe? Wow. Brandon Gengler, we can tell you we do know, is the new pitcher for Galen Catholic. So, Gengler in. And Noah Drew comes up for Lawton Bronson. Now the Eagles have some work to do. Down 8 here at 14-6 here in the top of the 6th. Curve, fastball outside, I should say. Outer part of the plate. And the count is 1-0. So Noah Drew, Tanner Merchant, and Brady March to face Brandon Gengler. Swing and a miss at the high heat. Braden Williams, if anyone gets on base. Lawton Bronson was up in this thing 6-3. Galen's bats rose in a big way. Swing and a miss at the high cheese. The count is 1-2. Gengler is ready. Gengler delivers the 1-2, high and outside, and the count evens out at 2-2. Wind is barely blowing. Flag, if anything, blowing ever so slightly in. There's a pitch that misses, and the count is now full at 3-2. Good eye that time by Noah Drew, who has walked and struck out tonight. He's 0 for 1 officially. Swinging a high pop-up foul out of play. I mean, Lawton Bronson batted around their last half inning, so it's not like they haven't had base runners, but wow, did Galen answer the bell. 3-2, ball 4. So Noah Drew is on with a leadoff walk here in the 6th. And up comes Tanner Merchant. In this righty-righty matchup now. And the runner again at first, Noah Drew. Curve is staying up high, and the count is 1-0.
Enjoy your game, Brandon. Enjoy your game. Trust it. Let's go, bud.
Gengler up on the mound now with the count 1-0, and throw to first, and almost thrown into the right field fence area. Nice catch there by Carter Gehlen of Galen Catholic at first base on that pickoff attempt. Again, stealing is leading off, I should say, Noah Drew. Throw to first, and it was close, but he's back. Here in the top of the 6th, as you see on the screen, 14-6. I guess technically you don't have to say the score too much doing the game on video, but having done radio for 25 years, I guess I get in the habit. There's a pitch that misses, and it's 2-0. And the pitch is a strike. High part of the zone, caught the inside corner, and the count is 2-1. So 2-1, Gengler to Merchant, swing and a miss. It's like kind of a change up there. He swung right through it. The count evens out at 2-2. So Lawton Bronson trying to fight back in this thing. It's 14-6. Galen Catholic has taken control seemingly at the moment, but Leadoff single aboard for the Eagles of Lawton Bronson. We'll see what they can do with it. There's a pitch upstairs, and they count 3-2. Gangler does not want to walk the number 8 hitter, Tanner Merchant. Throw to first, the runner back. And what started out as a pitcher's duel, I think I want to apologize. I probably was the one who jinxed it because we were, 3 innings in about 38 minutes. Boy, that went by the wayside in a hurry. Now it's 14-6. There's a swing and a miss. Foul tip, actually, but strike 3. So Merchant strikes out swinging, and up comes Brady March. He's up on that right side of the plate, as, dare I say, in July, there's kind of a chill in the air. Fastball just outside, and the count is 1-0. We're in the 6th. It's 14-6. Galen Catholic. Lawton Bronson with 1 on and 1 out here, trying to get back into this thing by clawing, but they got to claw in kind of a hurry. Throw to first, the runner back, but close. And I mean, that was real close. I think a good call, but too close for comfort. Man, Brandon Gangler has a nice move, nice pickoff move to first. No question about it. 1-0. And the pitch, swing and a foul ball back to the screen, count 1-1. So glad to have you with us here on Fuller Digital Solutions on a beautiful night. Crisp night in July, of all things, for baseball. And a perfect night to sit back in the stands and watch some good old ball. 1-2 the count to Brady March. Top of the order, Braden Williams on deck. 1-2, good eye that time. It just missed the outside part of the plate. And the count evens out at 2-2. Upstairs, and it's full count, 3-2. So 3-2 with 1 out. Throw to first, the runner back. That was not as close a play as you see on the screen, but hey, if we could get that runner there. Yeah, okay, yeah, there he is. You bet, just making sure. Hard to see. There's a strike 3 called. Wow. Good pitch that time, Brandon Gangler.
Back to the top of the order here for the Eagles, number 1, Braden Williams.
So now 2 outs. And Braden Williams, he has doubled and scored and struck out swinging twice. Runner remains at first. That's Noah Drew. He started the inning by walking, and he's been there now after the 2 strikeouts. Braden Williams with Oliver Denny on deck, and Denny hoping to get a chance here. That means the inning would be prolonged. 1-0, fastball downstairs, the count 2-0.
Toss it, Brando. You got it, kid. Confidence out there.
Brandon Gangler to Braden, and nice base hit left field. Past Connor Kraft, and now the runners are at first and second. Noah Drew to second and holding. And Oliver Denny comes up. 14-6 is your score. Lawton Bronson with 2 outs. They have 2 on here, trying to do a little clawing. We're getting late. Obviously a 7-inning game. We're in the 6th, and Lawton Bronson needs to keep things rolling here and get some runs to become a part of this thing with not many at-bats left, especially given the fact that they have an opportunity here that they have created and are trying to expand on. 1-0 to Oliver Denny. Denny has scored a run tonight. Ground ball, is it going to find a hole? Yes, it is. Base hit right field. They're going to hold the runner at third. Now we have a bases loaded situation. Wow, this is something here. So Noah Drew goes to third, to second Braden Williams. Oliver Denny with that great piece of hitting. And now it's a visit to the mound, and again with the bases loaded and 2 outs. This is a big hitter here for both teams, because if Lawton Bronson keeps this thing going, they could gain some momentum. If Galen Catholic shuts them down right here, we're looking at a situation where it's going to be awful hard to start the next inning being down by 8. So this really is a big hitter in the ballgame, despite the fact that it's an 8-run lead for the Jays of Galen Catholic. And J.J. Hope comes to the plate. And the ball is in the dirt. Good stop that time by Caden Hanks. Hope has singled and scored. Struck out swinging once, struck out looking once. The 1-0 from righty to righty. It's upstairs, outside, 2-0. And the pitch is upstairs, 3-0. Sun's starting to set. Lights are on here. Well, I guess it's been setting for a while, but just now fairly noticeable, the lights. There's a pitch that's a strike, and the count is 3-1. It's a big inning here for Lawton Bronson. 3-1, 2 outs. Righty versus righty, the pitch. And strike 2. Caught the high part of the strike zone. Jersey number 3 versus jersey number 3 here. Gangler facing Hope. Righty versus righty, the 3-2 pitch. Pop up, foul, first base side. Over to take a look at it is Gehlen, but doesn't have a play. It was dropping unharmed there by the fence. We'll do this all over again. The runners were going, so a base hit, a extra base hit would probably score 3. So J.J. Hope up now again with the count full, bases loaded, 2 outs. There go the runners, ball 4. And Lawton Bronson says not so fast. So scoring is Noah Drew. Going to third is Braden Williams. Going to second is Oliver Denny. Again, J.J. Hope on the walk. And Lane Mitchell comes to the plate in a 14-7 ball game. With 2 outs, there's a pitch that curls in for a strike. So it's 14-7 now, and football right around the corner. You can say that we're looking here kind of like a football score, as we're going to have a courtesy runner. Is that Bellhopper again maybe running for Oliver Denny? We'll see. Jersey number 8. Yep, Robbie Bellhopper. Thank you. So he's running for Denny at second base. Bases remain loaded, 14-7. Lawton Bronson up, trying to get back in this thing. Pop up, foul territory, long run. Carter Kellen, and he'll have to turn around and go back to his first base position there as the ball drops again harmlessly. 0-2, 2 outs. Here again in the top of the 6th. In the bottom of the 6th, Galen sends up Kellen, Pecos, and Augustine. There's a fly ball, center field, pretty well hit. Center fielder going back, though, and makes the play. Ryan Augustine, inning over. Lawton Bronson, man, did they make some noise. Boy, did they ever. But they get just the one run. And we head to the bottom of the sixth here in Lamar's. Galen Catholic 14, Lawton Bronson 7. And we're back with hot chocolate right after this on Fuller.
It's easier than ever to find the live stream for your team now on FullerDigital.net. Home and away, if we're covering your team's videos are on FullerDigital.net. Just click on your school and you'll find the game. Thank you for watching our events, and remember, the games are on FullerDigital.net.
Oh, I got this, actually. Yeah, I've got it written.
Since the 1980s, Colbeck Incorporated has been a family-run business providing their customers with quality wood and feed grinding services throughout Northwest Iowa. Colbeck Incorporated knows that your time is valuable, and they pride themselves on getting the job done in a prompt and reliable fashion. Local cattle feeders have been relying on Colbeck Incorporated hay grinding for 30 years, and Brian and Kevin are proud of their partnerships they've built with their customers. Whether it's grinding, mulch, or hauling, call Colbeck Incorporated today and see what they can do for you.
Gotcha. All right, pitching for Lawton Bronson, Brody Schoenherr. Well, it's been a game of runs, and what started out as an absolute pitcher's duel. It didn't end up that way for either team. Both teams got plenty of runs, I promise you. But it's looking more and more like it will be Galen Catholic moving on, but wow, they had to come from behind. It was at 1 point 6-3, Galen Catholic trailing in this. Schoenherr pitching for Lawton Bronson.
That brings up to the tree, number 4, Carter Gehlen.
And here we go. Bottom of the sixth upcoming. Pitch is just off the outside corner, and the count is 1-0. So Gavin Cross is what, now batting? Oh, okay, gotcha. So Gavin Cross is now at third. Thank you so much. You do earn a paycheck when you're doing this as far as how hard you work. This is crazy with these defensive adjustments. It's hard to read the jerseys. They're not going to turn around because they don't know you're looking. So there's a pitch that's lined to left field for out number 1. So here we are in the bottom of the sixth now with Galen Catholic up and Dylan Pecos up as Kellen flies out to left. Pecos, the number 3 hitter in the Galen Catholic lineup. Fastball fouled back, out of play. Count is 1-1. One and one with one out. Fastball outside. Count is 2-1. Happy to have you with us here on Fuller Digital Solutions in Lamar's. Winds picking up a little bit, going to right. Little squibber to first base. And I think they're not going to have a play. They throw to first, safe at first base. The second baseman covering. So 1 on, 1 out now after the infield hit. Pecos didn't hit it hard, but he hit it right at the right place. right to the right place, and now Ryan Augustine comes up with one on and one out here in the bottom of the sixth. Pass ball high and outside. So 1-0 with one out. Fastball fouled out of play. Count 1-1. One and one with one out. And he faked the throw to first, but it was not a balk because he wasn't on the mound, so keep the runner back. Trying to keep the runner held on at first. There's a pitch that's a strike. The count 1-2 to Ryan Augustine. The pitch, there goes the runner, and no throw to second. So Ryan Augustine tonight has singled, struck out, reached on an error and walked, scored 3 runs. Pitch misses, 3-2. The 3-2, swing and a miss. He got him. So Brody Schoenherr gets the strikeout. And up comes Zane Wieland. Wieland has scored a couple of runs, singled tonight. Reached on an error. Couple of singles, actually. There goes the runner to third. He just kind of took off there between pitches. No one was watching him, so the main thing here for Schoenherr is just to get Wieland taken care of with this out and to head back in and see what his team can do in the top of the 7th. High pop-up foul out of play. So the count evens out at 1-1 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Curveball, high pop-up. Could be some trouble here. Shortstop out. Makes the catch. Inning over. And wouldn't you know, J.J. Hope, of all things, makes that play. He's shown us some things at shortstop tonight for the Eagles. We've played 6, 14-7 in favor of Galen Catholic. We're back in 60 on Fuller Digital Solutions.
When it's time to choose a bank, the choice is easy. Prime Bank is the bank for you.
With all the conveniences you want in a bank, including a mobile app and online account opening, Prime Bank also offers you-pick checking with no monthly fees or minimum balances. And the best part is, you get paid for everyday banking transactions. That's right, Prime Bank's you-pick checking. We pay you for your everyday checking account transactions.
Choose Prime Bank. It's the bank for you. Earn more your way with Prime Bank.
Member FDIC.
Sean, nice to meet you, Sean. Thanks.
Sitzman Construction, Lamar's, general contractors you can trust with the job you need done, when you need it done. Call Jeremy at Sitzman Construction when you need a remodel or a complete build. And they work with EPS buildings. Jeremy takes the time to know what you need. Past clients say he's reliable, honest, fair-minded, and reasonably priced. Contact Jeremy at Sitzman Construction. Jeremy and his crew will satisfy all of your construction needs. 712-540-2731.
Reliance means being dependable. And when it comes to comfort in your home, you want Reliance from a place you can trust with a product you can count on. That's why Marcus Lumber stocks Reliance brand water heaters. Because with Reliance in the name, it's the brand you can trust. Marcus Lumber has been stocking and installing Reliance water heaters for decades. So choose the name you trust for your home. Choose Marcus Lumber and Reliance water heaters.
Well, Curtis Plasma skies a pitch to center field to start the top of the 7th. Ryan Augustine is there. So one quick out here in the top of the 7th. And up comes Gavin Cross. He's singled a couple of times, scored a run, flown to left, 2 for 3 officially. Make no mistake, Lawton Bronson's bats have done well tonight. They got 7 runs. They were up 6-3 at one point, but Galen Catholic, like the great teams always do, the bell rang and they answered it. Count 1-0. And there's a strike inside corner, belt high. Count is 1-1. One and one with one out. And the pitch, and low and outside. That's a nice stop there by Caden Hanks, the catcher for Galen Catholic. He has caught some heat tonight. You start with Connor Kraft. I mean, you got to think his hand needs an ice pack after this. Then you go to Alex Peters, who threw some heat. There's a pitch fouled back high and tight, kind of had him jammed, and able to foul it back was Gavin Cross. Count evens out 2-2 with one out. And there's a pitch hit hard. Nice stop. First baseman, Gehlen. 2 outs. 3 unassisted on the play. And now Noah Drew comes up.
Number 14, Noah Drew.
So 2 outs, nobody on. Galen Catholic going to win this thing. It's a matter of when, and Noah Drew is up now. Pitches. A ball outside, the count 1-0. Missed the outside corner. But again, these bats were good for Lawton Bronson. There's a pitch down low. So 1-1 with 2 outs. There's one that's outside. And the count is 2-1. There's a pitch that goes back to the screen. So 3-1 is the count. 2 outs. Top of the 7th. Swing and a miss at the fastball, I should say. It wasn't high, but it was fast. And now Noah Drew down to the final strike, and here comes the pitch. And it's upstairs, ball 4. So Noah Drew is aboard.
Number 5, Brady Freeman.
And Tanner Merchant. I beg your pardon. Someone else. How about that for a description? Jersey number 5. So it's the pitcher, Brody Schoenherr. Well, Brody Schoenherr is actually up now for Tanner Merchant, who struck out swinging twice. And the pitch, line drive right to the third baseman. Game over. That was a loud out, but nonetheless, it was an out. And the final score, Galen Catholic 14, Lawton Bronson 7. Well, not too many things to say post-game. We've said it a lot during the game. Galen Catholic did have to come from behind to get this win. They were down in this one by a score of 6-3. Their bats sure did wake up in that 5th inning, and before you know it, they had doubled up Lawton Bronson and then some. Lawton Bronson did try to fight back, got 1 run after it was 14-6. But the final score here tonight in 7 in the regulation length of a game, Galen Catholic 14 and Lawton Bronson 7. Thanks to our fine sponsors you've been hearing from throughout the course of the night. Thanks to Ben George back at Fuller Digital Headquarters for his great job engineering. Thanks for on-site engineer Bryce Williams. This is Greg Slotsky saying once again, Galen Catholic 14, Lawton Bronson 7, and so long from Lamar's.